I've been involved in the YMCA since I was a kid in the Bronx, New York City. And I remember being very, I don't want to say jealous as a kid, because I don't think I know what jealousy was, but I remember feeling a lack of when other kids had their fathers coming out to be with them, and it didn't feel really good. So I decided that I needed to find time to give back in that way, a one-on-one personal interaction, if you will, which was a challenge.
I was anchoring the noon show, and Dave Washer was our guest on the noon show. And he was talking about the Y Now program and how, you know, people get involved and you mentor at-risk youth. And I was thinking, well, this is exactly the kind of thing I was thinking about.
That I had, I got to a point fairly quickly where I said, you know, boy, if I could, I'd take this kid home and he'd be mine. I would never, I would just, you know, love with this kid and have him in my life forever. But that's also not what the program is all about. Adults in their life have lied to them for many years in many different ways. And they've gotten to the point that they don't necessarily trust and rely on adults. So part of what the goal is to provide them with an adult figure that they can trust, that's not going to fail them, not going to walk away from, not going to abandon them.
Had I experienced some of these things that these kids have experienced, I'd be a basket case. I mean, I honestly don't know if I could function. I mean, some of these kids, some of these parents have tried to kill their kids.
You know, shame comes out of keeping secrets. And the secrets that these young people have are many. So one of the values of the program is that they get to be in a space with other people that they can talk to and feel safe.
These are conversations that we don't have as adults anymore. I mean, I can't tell you the last time I talked to anybody heart to heart or poured my soul out in front of a room full of people, and this is routine in this program. You
can't go in there and think that your responsibility is to change the way this child looks, dresses, speaks, and whatnot. That's not your job. It brings it down to the level of just being able to interact. Can we talk? Can we share? Can you open up and say things to me comfortably?
Have expectations of time commitments, of disappointments, because sometimes you're going to have to drive to the other side of town to pick up a youth, and guess what? They're not going to be there. And then you're going to call them and say, hey, I thought we had a meeting, and in your busy world, they're going to say, oh, I forgot. You still got to call every week. If they hang up on you, you still got to call every week. If you go 3 weeks in a row and they say they forgot and they're not there, you still got to go back on the 4th week. So that's something that you have to know going in, because that is keeping your word. You promised up front you're going to make a phone call every week, and you're going to have a face-to-face visit every week. And the realization for some of these kids came in week 5. I was in there 4 weeks in a row, and you came back the 5th week. Nobody's ever done that for me in my life.
Y Now it's absolutely a win-win. You know, you win by giving, and the satisfaction and the joy of giving it's just an amazing gift. It's kind of a miracle.